The development of new luxury residential spaces in the city of Cape Town between the Table Mountain and waterfront continues. The Mirage is one such project. The issue is, does Cape Town have enough room for these types of developments?
There always will be. You know, Cape Town is a very unique city, and especially the Atlantic seaboard. It is only a real, probably 7 or 8 kilometer strip of residential beachfront, and runs from sort of the V&A up to Buckhoven. These areas are under great demand. You know, for many years I've had people from Joburg saying to me, well, you know, find me a great property in Cape Town at a bargain, and it doesn't happen. We are caught between the sea and a mountain on each side. So basically you may be looking at 7, 8, 9 square kilometers of space available, and there's always a demand. Even through recessionary periods, we don't see the price change that you see in Johannesburg. It's simply driven by a demand.
Rob says location determines the type of development, and they have managed to find the best of both.
It's positioned in the De Waterkant area, which is one of Cape Town's little gems. There are a lot of little old houses there that have become extremely trendy. The market there has been accelerated by the opening of the Cape Quarter, which is a shopping centre offering a lot of small boutique type shops. It then became apparent that there was a need for additional apartments, additional accommodation, and we started looking at it. The developer, who we've worked with for many years, Nova Group, and this is our 7th development with him as Sotheby's, has designed a building that is mixed use. It has many facets to it, the most unique being that the residential sections start on the 8th floor and thus give spectacular views throughout the city.
Cape Town's shortage of land has led developers to find alternative space.
In Cape Town there's obviously a shortage of space. Being the first city in South Africa, most of the available space has been developed. Generally in the premium markets we are forced to buy up old buildings and then combine them or demolish them to get these larger sites to develop today.
There's a stringent criterion for developers and other stakeholders who'd like to develop in the city.
We obviously have to meet very strict criteria. The City of Cape Town is very particular about what is built today. We want to preserve the look of Cape Town. We don't want it to become an Algarve or Costa del Sol like you have in Europe, where they're just mass development all over the place, and that would detract from the natural beauty. Obviously, at one point ratepayers weren't very happy, and their needs needed to be taken into consideration. The developer has specifically not taken the building all the way to its allotted height to make sure that there will be no problems. We've kept it within the dedicated prescribed regulations, and we need to call for no departures. All of these things are important. If there is irresponsible development in the South African market, especially the Cape Town market, it is very difficult for future developments to go forward. It has to be on a level playing field, and we have to stick to the regulations that are prescribed as by the City of Cape Town.
And how is the market faring at the moment?
Well, if you look at the Cape Town market right now, there's several factors that always drive it. First of all, there's a mass of foreign investment generally. The foreign market is under pressure from the mass recession it's had, and also the rand is extremely strong at the moment. So this is not bringing as many foreign buyers out as it used to. For South Africans, Cape Townian prices have always been very high in comparison to Johannesburg. The reason being the extreme shortage of land available, and it's quite expensive to build there. The rental returns have always been far lower than in Johannesburg. So you were buying something and you were always heavily subsidizing it. For the first time, with the low interest rates, which are at the lowest point they've been in some 30 years, it's possible to buy in Cape Town, and actually your rental return and your monthly payment has become extremely close. So there's a very limited pay-in to own a property now in Cape Town.
The bank's adjustments in regards to lending criteria have been helpful.
The fact that we can bring some projects to the market is definitely showing a positive sign of growth and rebirth since the commencement of the recessionary period.
The completion of the Mirage is expected in mid-2012. Meanwhile, the estate agents have the job of selling these luxurious and much sought-after units.